All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. We are live. Washington Wizards taking on the Detroit Pistons. A lot has happened over the past several days leading up to the trade deadline, and we have a new Piston making his debut tonight. Mr. Kevin Huerter picked him up in a trade from the Chicago Bulls. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Mr. Jaden Ivey. And I don't think I've ever seen a fan base more divided amongst one player before in the Pistons' history of the franchise. So we're going to see how this pans out here. We are ready to rock and roll. Wizards and Pistons. No Tobias Harris tonight for the Detroit Pistons. So Beef Stew will be taking his place. And again, the Wizards, they're kind of reshaping their whole identity moving forward. Last couple months, they traded for Anthony Davis and Trae Young. Anthony Davis becoming a part of the Wizards just a couple of days ago. So they're going to see how that shapes up their near future for the next several years. But the Pistons are ready to rock and roll. They got a really good win over a healthy Nikola Jokic Denver Nugget basketball team on Tuesday night. We're looking for another win tonight at home at Little Caesars Arena. We have the New York Knicks tomorrow night on a back-to-back. Tip-off is moments away here. The Pistons are rolling with Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, Asar Thompson, and Isaiah Stewart. Very solid lineup on the floor for the Pistons. And you got the Wizards. They're rolling with Champagne, George, Sarr, Carrington, and Koulibaly. And we are ready to rock and roll. Wizards at the top of the key here, looking to score on the first possession of the game here. George has it for the Wizards, inside, back outside for three from the corner for Washington. Shot is way off the mark. It looks like it's going to be, I believe, blocked by Asar Thompson, so it's going to stay here on the floor for the Wizards. As we are kicking this off here, Pistons and Washington Wizards, like and subscribe if you guys are tuning in. What's going on, BD? What's up, Jimmy? What's going on, Carsey, Matt? Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Wizards missed the shot underneath here, boarded by Cade Cunningham. Cade looking to push it in transition on the fast break here. Right-handed layup is off the mark, no good. Boarded by Alex Sarr, looking to get it up to his teammate here, and the Wizards have numbers back the other way. Still looking for the first basket of the game today here. Alex Sarr working against Jalen Duren on the right wing here. Offside here to Carrington. He tries a three, no good. Boarded by Alex Sarr. Sarr working against Duncan Robinson underneath here. He puts up a layup, and the Wizards take the first opening possession of the game here. Wizards 2, Detroit 0. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Asar Thompson at the top of the key here, looking to fight off George back outside to Cade. Cade looking to direct the offense back the other way here. Duren underneath puts up a layup off the mark, no good. Boarded by Alex Sarr, and the Wizards are looking to add more fuel to the fire. Outside here to George. George pulls up from three. He buries it, and the Wizards take a 5-2 lead to start this basketball game. Again, Wizards, they have Champagne, George, Sarr, Carrington, and Koulibaly on the floor for the Wizards. Cade looking to drive inside here. Mid-range jump shot is off the mark, no good. Wizards regain possession here. Wizards looking to push it back the other way here. They try a long three from the left wing. That shot is off the mark, no good. Boarded by Cade Cunningham. Cade looking to move it on the fast break here outside of Duncan Robinson. Drives baseline. Duncan looking to find the open defender here. He's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Wizards. He's going to stay here with Pistons basketball. What's going on, Thomas? What's going on, Jerry? How we doing, guys? Welcome to the party. 10-10 left to play in the first quarter. Wizards have a 5-0 lead here as the Pistons looking for their first basket of this game. Duncan Robinson catch and shoot for three, off the mark, no good. Boarded by Alex Sarr, and the Wizards are looking to add more to this Detroit deficit to start this basketball game here. Sarr working against Jalen Duren. Outside here to Carrington. Carrington back inside to Sarr. Spin around jump shot is good over Jalen Duren inside. 7-0 basketball game. What's going on, Wesley? How you doing? Cade looking to control the tempo of this offense as the Pistons still looking for their first point of the basketball game here. Asar sets the screen for Cade, top side. Cade rolls outside, finds Isaiah Stewart for three from the corner, off the mark, no good. Boarded by George. Cade deflects it out of bounds here. It's going to stay with Wizards basketball. 9:32 left to play in the first quarter. Washington 7, Pistons 0. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Going to get to my thoughts on the trade deadline as a whole after this commercial break in the next couple minutes here, and we're going to see if the Pistons can get their first bucket of the game here. Wizards looking to score more here on this Pistons defense. Sarr kicks it back outside here to Coulibaly. Coulibaly puts up a floater off the mark, no good. Inside here to Sarr. He puts up a right-handed floater, misses off the mark, boarded by Jalen Duren. Pistons still down 7-0. Duren looking to go coast to coast inside here. Left-handed layup is good. He says, screw this. I'll do it myself. I'm going to go coast to coast and run the entire floor for the Pistons' first basket of the game here. Jalen Duren gets the Pistons on the board here. Wizards turnaround jump shot is good. Tough finish from Carrington. It's a 9-2 basketball game. 8:45 left to play here in the first quarter. Pistons looking to add some more here. Cade back outside of Duncan Robinson finds Jalen Duren working against Sarr on the right wing here. Duren looking to find the right person. Has it stripped away here from the Wizards. Wizards on the fast break going coast to coast. And we have Coulibaly for the slam. It's an 11-2 basketball game. Kind of a shocker to start this one. 8:20 left to play in the first quarter. Ausar Thompson looking to push it up the floor for the Pistons. Working against George at the top of the key. Ausar Thompson back outside to Duncan. Bad pass thrown away from Ausar Thompson, and the Wizards have an 11-2 lead here over the Pistons. 8 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Wizards regain possession here at the top of the key. Sarr with the basketball, working against Jalen Duren on the left wing here. Sarr working inside. Duncan comes to help Duren. Back outside here to George. Ausar had it poked away. That is the former defensive player of the month of January, Ausar Thompson, making that happen. Inside to Isaiah Stewart. Cade is there to clean up the mess and put it back up and in. 11-4 basketball game. What's going on, Thomas? We got two Thomases in here. Good to see you. 7:35 left to play in the first quarter. Sarr working against Jalen Duren inside here. Back outside to Coulibaly. He tries a three off the mark. No good. Boarded by Beef Stew, excuse me. Cade looking to push it on the fast break here. Inside coast to coast. Blocked by the Wizards. Going to stay here on the floor for the Pistons. 7:23 left to play in the first quarter. Pistons down by 7 early on here. Pistons coming off a win against the Denver Nuggets a couple nights ago. Credit to the Denver Nuggets, though. They were down like by 20 points, I think. You know, made it a really close basketball game in the final minutes, and the Pistons were able to close the door shut. Cade goes to the free throw line. He does knock down the first free throw. 11-5 basketball game. Again, no Tobias Harris in this one. My camera's acting like really goofy tonight. 7:23 left to play in the first quarter. Cade knocks down the first free throw. Second free throw on the way here for Cade is up and in. 11-6 basketball game. Wizards take a 5-point lead here as Washington keeps going on the fast break here down below. Wizards have it. Back outside here to Carrington. Carrington looking to direct traffic for the Washington Wizards. Turnaround jump shot for Carrington is off the mark. No good. It's going to be boarded by Duren. Poked away from the Wizards. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Turnover from the Wizards back the other way. 7:05 left to play in the first quarter. Appreciate you guys all stopping in, like, and subscribe. If you guys are new, welcome to the party. Cade has it at the top of the key here, working against Coulibaly. Cade working all the way to the hole. Cade inside to Ausar Thompson. Ausar puts up a shot off the mark, no good. Alex Sarr looking to push on the fast break here for a cutting fine to Carrington for the slam. It's a 13-6 basketball game. Wizards 13, Pistons 6. Cade has it at the top of the key, looking to direct traffic in this Detroit offense. 6:39 left to play in the first quarter. They're going to call a blocking foul on Coulibaly, so it's going to be Pistons basketball at the top of the key. What's going on, EJ? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. We got a commercial break coming up here. Pistons take a full time out. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Pistons down by 7 to start the first quarter here. Again, the Pistons were about a 15.5 point favorite coming into this basketball game tonight. And the Wizards, like I said, you can't really take any opponent for granted in the NBA. These guys are in the NBA for a reason. All of them have talent. Again, you know, they're making some trades. AD and Trae Young, both a part now of the Washington Wizards. Kind of a crazy past couple days. For the trade deadline here, no Giannis. He is staying in Milwaukee. What else happened? James Harden is a Cleveland Cavalier. I didn't see that coming whatsoever. But the talk of the town, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Huerter is a Detroit Piston. Jaden Ivey, the former number 5 overall draft pick for the Pistons a couple seasons ago, He was on an explosive tear to start his rookie season. Unfortunately, got injured last year. I will never forgive Cole Anthony for what he did to Mr. Jaden Ivey. Comes back from injury, just hasn't really been the same guy ever since, and Trajan Langdon felt that the right appropriate move was to move on from Jaden Ivey. I've been saying it this entire season, what's going to happen with Jaden Ivey. I would have personally kept Jaden Ivey, but it looked like we weren't going to pay him in the offseason, and Trajan Langdon thought we could get another three-point shooter to go alongside Cade and Duncan Robinson. That's what he felt was the best move. We also acquired Dario Saric. I'm pretty sure, though, if my guess is Saric is probably going to get waived from the Pistons coming up pretty shortly. I would imagine the next couple days or so, but we'll see. So let me know if you guys agree with the Jaden Ivey trade. Do you like it? Do you hate it? We kind of have to wait and see what happens. I put Kevin Huerter should be making his Pistons debut here, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in terms of minute production usage-wise for JB Bickerstaff, inserting Red Velvet, that's his nickname, Kevin Huerter, coming off the bench here. But again, a guy that could replace Duncan Robinson when he's off the floor. He can knock down threes. He's a 7 or 8 year NBA veteran. He's a career 37% three-point shooter. And listen, I'm all for it. It sucks that we lost Jaden Ivey. I wish him nothing but the best for the Chicago Bulls. But we got Kevin Huerter on our basketball team, and we're going to have to move forward as Pistons fans. So appreciate you guys all stopping in. What's going on? Colin, what's up, champion? How we doing, guys? Red Velvet, what's up? 1 point. What's your Super Bowl pick? I think the Seahawks are going to win. Hopefully sign Jenkins when he comes back here. Yeah, I think we'll definitely sign Jenkins to a deal. So, nothing to worry about, though. Again, Pistons, you know, they're more of a second half explosive team here. Down by 7 against the Wizards. Anything can happen, though, in the NBA. If you guys remember, the last time the Pistons played the Wizards team, Dennis Jenkins actually made a crazy 3 at the buzzer to go to overtime, and the Pistons ended up winning that game. That was a few months ago, so we shall see what happens tonight. Cade, I believe Asar Thompson's going to go to the free throw line here. George is going to get called for the shooting foul. So Asar's at the free throw line, back from commercial break. What's going on, Jay? How you doing? Yeah, Kevin Huerter's a big dude. He's like 6'7", so I think he, had a couple more inches on Jaden Ivey in terms of height. And, about the same skilled defensive player-wise. I don't think we're upgrading or degrading our defense in any way. And again, you got Asar Thompson, who literally moments after Jaden Ivey got traded, he was just announced that he was Eastern Conference Defensive Player of the Month for the month of January, which is back-to-back months for the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart in December and Asar Thompson in January. George back outside here for 3. He hits it to go. Tough shot for the Washington Wizards. You got Champagne knocking down his first shot of the night. Wizards take a 16-8 lead over the Pistons. Cade with the basketball on the left wing here, looking to set something up here. Cade drives inside of the paint. Turnaround jump shot for Cade is tough and in. What a shot from the motorcade. 16-10 basketball game. What's going on, T3? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. 5:50 left to play in the first quarter. Alex Sarr with the basketball back outside here to Koulibaly. Working to drive inside here. Kicks it around to George. George working against Asar Thompson. Back outside to Sarr. Sarr over Jalen Duren. Pull-up jump shot is good. He buries it from the three-point line. It's a 9-point basketball game. Wizards take a 9-point lead. Cade looking to direct traffic. Gives it up to Asar Thompson. Working inside against George. Tried to get to Beef Stew. It's going to be poked out of bounds, though, from the Wizards. Going to stay with Pistons basketball. Ron Howell's going to check into the game here for the Detroit Pistons. And again, like I said, I was a big Jaden Ivey fan. It sucks that we lost him. It just didn't work out, though. He just was not the same player ever since the injury, and we'll see what happens. If it was the right move or the wrong move, time will tell, but it looked like Trajan Langdon said, listen, we got to pay Jalen Duren this offseason. He's probably going to get a $200 million+ deal, and we can't keep this entire team together. So he made that decision where, he wanted to get the best value for Ivey because, he listened to other offers, and Ivey's stock wasn't really that great at this point in the season. Cade misses the three-point shot. Back outside of the Wizards, driving inside for the basket, count the bucket and the foul. That is Champagne knocking down the shot. 21-10 basketball game, and Champagne is going to go to the free throw line. Trade deadline is officially over. Yes, it ended at 3 p.m. Eastern to today. So we shall see what happens. And again, it's kind of crazy how like Shams on Twitter like got everybody to believe that Giannis was going to get traded by today, and it just never happened. So we're going to see what happens. It's probably going to be his last season as a Buck, but they can more teams can kind of put together a better offer for the Bucks. K with the basketball on the right wing here, looking to set something up. The Wizards knocked down the free throw, so it's a 12-point basketball game. Cade looking to back down here. The Wizards finds Duncan Robinson on the right wing for 3. Airballs it way off the mark. Karis LeVert also checks into the game here for the Pistons. Wizards looking to push it down the stretch here. Kicks it back outside to Coulibaly. He tries a 3 and he buries it. And all of a sudden, the Washington Wizards are up 15 on the Detroit Pistons late in the first quarter. Champagne's got 9 points so far for the Wizards. Karis LeVert on the right wing here. Outside to Asar. Finds Duncan Robinson. He pulls some 3 and he buries it. Big time shot from Duncan Robinson. That's his first basket of the game. 4:05 left to play in the first quarter. Sarr working against Jalen Duren. Back outside to George. He pulls from 3 on the right wing. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Ron Holland. Holland with the basketball, looking to push it up the floor for the Pistons. Holland kicks it across to Duncan. He tries a corner 3. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by the Wizards. Wizards right now have Champagne, George, Sarr, Carrington, and Coulibaly on the floor for the Wizards. Looking to set something up here on this possession. Wizards looking to direct traffic here. Carrington drives inside, kicks it back outside to Coulibaly. He puts up a 3. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by the Wizards. Outside to George. George trying to fight off Karis LeVert on the left wing here. George trying to back down Karis LeVert. Turnaround jump shot for George is off the mark. He does get fouled, though, by Karis LeVert, and George is going to go to the free throw line. What's up, Naughty Ghost? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Maybe see some Sasser tonight. Yeah, we're going to see what the minute production is like for these Pistons players coming off the bench. Again, without Tobias Harris, you're going to have to, rely on guys like Isaiah Stewart in more minutes here, Ron Holland. It's funny because, we're going to have to probably, if I had to guess, probably draft our future stretch 4 out of this draft class. You got multiple Pistons coming off the floor here. Sasser actually checks into the basketball game here for the Pistons. So the Pistons right now on the floor have Stewart, Holland, Green, LeVert, and Sasser. Very interesting lineup on the floor for the Pistons here. Pistons down by 12. George knocks down the second free throw. It's a 13-point basketball game. 3:20 left to play in the first quarter. Karis LeVert working against Coulibaly at the top of the key. Wizards also making some substitutions for them as well. LeVert had it poked away from the Wizards. They're going to say it's a foul called on the Wizards. It's going to stay here on the floor for the Pistons. The Wizards right now have Gill, Cooper, Watkins, Riley, and Vukovic. Is that how you say it? I'm gonna say it's Vukovic for the Wizards. If we have any Wizards fans in here, let me know how these pronunciations are going. 3:13 left to play in the first half here. Marcus Sasser with the basketball back outside to Karis LeVert. LeVert kicks it around to Holland. Holland drives inside to the left hand. Off the mark, no good. He does get fouled, though, and Ron Holland's going to go to the free throw line. 3:04 left to play in the first quarter. Gill's going to get called for the foul. Or now they're going to say it's on Vukovic. I'm assuming the C is silent in Vukovic. So Tristan Vukovic with the shooting foul. 3:04 left to play in the first quarter. Ron Holland's at the free throw line here. First free throw on the way is off the mark. What really concerns me is, are the Pistons going to get better at the free throw line? Because the last several games, we cannot find a consistent free throw shooter. And I don't know what it is, but come playoff time, you're going to have to start making some shots when teams play the foul game on you when you're up like 3-4 with like 20 seconds left. Holland makes a second free throw. What's going on, Ryan? How you doing? 26-14 basketball game. Back outside here to Vukovic. Working inside here. Floater is good. That is Cooper that knocked that down. 28-14 basketball game. 2:40 left to play in the first quarter. Sasser with the basketball looking to direct traffic here in this Pistons offense. Sasser outside to LeVert. LeVert working against Watkins at the top of the key. Trying to find Isaiah Stewart underneath here. It's poked away from the Wizards. Karis LeVert comes up with the steal, though. LeVert looking to push on the fast break. It's a 3-on-2. Now he pulls it back out, slows down the offense. Sasser from 3 at the top of the key, off the mark, no good. Holland goes up and gets the rebound. Holland gets it back outside, looking to direct traffic on the right wing here. Ron Holland with the basketball, drives inside to his right. Turnaround jump shot for Ron Holland off the glass is no good. Wizards regain possession here. You got Watkins with the basketball outside to Vukovic. Gets it around here to Riley. Back outside to Vukovic. He pulls from 3 and he knocks it in. 31-14 basketball game. The Pistons are down 17. Yes, you heard that right. 17 in the first quarter against the Washington Wizards. Caris LeVert back outside here. Drives inside to the paint. Nearly lost it. Gets it back though. Puts up a shot. Count the bucket and the foul for Mr. Caris LeVert. He missed like the last 7-8 games due to an illness. He's back fully healthy though. Big time basket for Caris LeVert underneath. He's going to look to complete the three-point play. I know a lot of Pistons fans are screaming to trade Caris LeVert at the trade deadline. And honestly, I'm glad that we kept Caris LeVert. As much of a bum he has been to start this season for the Pistons, he is a solid, proven vet that you're going to need in the playoffs, especially from the three-point line. I think Caris LeVert still has a lot of potential, and again, a lot of Pistons fans kind of wrote him off for his performance early on this season, but I think, again, you're going to need veterans in the playoffs, and I think, again, that's another reason why Trajan Langdon made that move to go get Kevin Huerter to shoot threes off the bench for the Pistons. So, appreciate you guys all stopping in. Caris must have some dirt on JB. Yeah, JB Bickerstaff has been playing Caris LeVert a lot. I mean, this is his second game back from an illness that he suffered, but it is good to see Caris LeVert out there. And again, I'm going to be the first to admit, you know, for his contract that Langdon paid LeVert this offseason, he has not really been the guy that we kind of expected to see for the Pistons coming off their second rotation. But again, I think you're going to need Caris LeVert when it comes to the playoffs in April. So I like Caris LeVert. I think he needed this kind of reset to where he missed the last like 7-8 games. Maybe he's got his feet underneath him now. And again, you're going to need him later in the postseason. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat here, guys. Kind of coming back up to the chat here. Pistons are going to go to the free throw line. Wizards are currently in a timeout right now, so we're in a commercial break right now. Let's see here. I'm just going to catch up with the chat here. Yeah, Bulls making some move. Yeah, how do you feel about that, Ryan? Jaden Ivey, I think, is a really good player. If you can get Jaden Ivey, the 2023-24 version of Jaden Ivey, I think it was a home run trade for the Bulls. But again, unfortunately, it did not work out in Detroit. I wish Ivey the best. And again, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Kevin Huerter. You know, he just came off surgery too for the Bulls. A lot of people were crucifying him. Well, Jaden Ivey shoots 37% this season from the three-point line. Kevin Huerter is only a 31% three-point shooter this season. People also forget, too, that Huerter shoots a lot more threes per game than Jaden Ivey did in the very little minutes that he played for the Pistons' second rotation off the bench this year. Catching up with the chat here. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Ryan's a Bulls fan. He's in like Huerter being traded. What's going on, Mark? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. This team will get bounced in the second round. Cleveland will be a problem. What's going on, Pacers? How you doing? We play you guys tomorrow. Pistons and Knicks tomorrow night. I'll be on the call for that one. Caris LeVert knocks down the free throw. Back from commercial break. 31-17 basketball game. Kind of a shocker. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Pistons down by 14 to the Wizards in the first quarter. I did not have that on my bucket list to start this game. Vukovic at the top of the key here, working inside, tried to find his man underneath. It's going to be a foul called on Caris LeVert. It's going to be a shooting foul. You're going to have Watkins going to go to the free throw line for the Wizards here. Yuki, yeah, I did see a little bit. He won that like jump ball the other day. That was awesome. 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Wizards 31, Pistons 17. Jameer Watkins, first season with the Wizards, knocks down the first free throw. 32-17 basketball game. Again, Wizards, you know, they made Trae Young, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Davis, Alex Sarr, if they stay healthy next season, I mean, this year is kind of like over with. I mean, they're like one of the worst teams in the NBA record-wise. But listen, they got something going on next year. Sasser on the fast break puts it up and in. Nice deflection play from the Pistons off the missed free throw. He goes coast to coast and lays it in. Vukovic thought about a three, working inside against Isaiah Stewart. It had it poked away from Javonte Green. Sasser comes up with it on the fast break here. Marcus Sasser drives to the hole. It's blocked by Vukovic. Karis LeVert comes back up with it. Outside Javonte Green, LeVert gets it back here. Trying to find Isaiah Stewart underneath here. You're going to get called a foul away from the basketball. Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. So the Pistons and Wizards both in the bonus here. So Isaiah Stewart's going to go to the free throw line. What's up, Kami? How you doing? Appreciate stopping in. 32-19 basketball game. Stewart at the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is up and in. I need this team to start making some free throws, though. I mean, this team has been absolutely horrendous from the free throw line, especially down the stretch. Nearly cost us the game against the Denver Nuggets the other day, but luckily we were able to put it down the stretch here, but Jamal Murray took over in that fourth quarter. 32-21 basketball game. Stewart knocks down both free throws. Great to see. Wizards looking to control possession here at the top of the key. Cooper working against Marcus Sasser on the left wing. Gets it back. Cooper looking to direct traffic. Vucevic sets the screen. Gets it back outside here. Good defense underneath by Sasser and Beef Stew. Creating the turnover. Javonte Green comes up with it. Outside to Karis LeVert. Wide open for three. Off the mark, no good. Wizards get it back here. Working coast to coast inside here. Count the bucket and the foul in transition. What a drive by Riley. Catching it on the fast break. And the Wizards are going to go to the free throw line and try and complete the three-point play. You see how my camera is like, it's almost like I got slapped in the face. And I'm like here, and then I go all the way over here. I don't know what my camera's doing. Yeah, we got a good game tomorrow. Pistons taking on the Knicks. That's going to be a fun one. Wizards missed the free throw. Pistons down by 13 with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Karis LeVert with the basketball at the top of the key. Looking to direct traffic here. LeVert. Beef Stew sets the screen for LeVert. Rolls off it. LeVert back outside Javonte Green. Green with the basketball. On the left wing here. Has to chuck up a three. Way off the mark. No good. Vukovic chucks it from half court. Way off the mark. It's going to be the end of the first quarter. Going to the second quarter, ladies and gents. Wizards 34, Pistons 21. Wizards are up 13 on the number one team in the Eastern Conference. Did anybody see that coming? Because I sure as heck didn't. Good to see, though. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. Again, a lot of moves. Shape-shifting the NBA tonight. Over the past couple days, Kevin Huerter is expected to make his Pistons debut at some point during this basketball game. But again, Jaden Ivey, talk of the town right now. He is a Chicago Bull, no longer a part of the Detroit Pistons. We also did in that deal, it was a three-team deal, by the way. It was the Bulls, the Pistons, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So the Pistons in return, they got Dario Saric, Kevin Huerter, and a protected first-round pick swap from the Timberwolves. So assuming that the Pistons play at their current pace right now, it should be a better pick than what we originally were going to have at the end of the first round here. We should be moving up about 3 to 5 spots on the Timberwolves because of that pick swap. So you get better draft capital. You get a sharpshooter in Kevin Huerter off the bench, who's obviously, he's having a down year, right? Like, if you look at his career from the three-point line, he's averaging about 37% as a career three-point shooter. Was able to knock down some big-time shots for the Bulls this season. And, again, Trajan Langdon felt that this was the time to deal Jaden Ivey. You know, that was the big question mark because, you know, he got injured. He played for the Pistons. JB Bickerstaff didn't really play him a whole lot coming off the bench, average about like 9-10 minutes a game for the Pistons. And, yeah, it's weird because, like, as Pistons fans, we thought that was going to be, like, the future backcourt of this team with Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham. But the big question was, could they coexist together on the same court at the same time? As much as I love Jaden Ivey, I feel like at certain times, Ivey was disrupting Cade's growth when they were both on the floor together. So now it's 100% Cade Cunningham's team, if it wasn't yet already. Kevin Huerter has just checked into the basketball game for the Detroit Pistons, and he's getting his first minutes as a Piston. Red Velvet coming out on the floor for the Pistons here. Wizards looking to defend the Pistons here. Star of the second quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Like and subscribe if you guys are new here. Coming back off the commercial break, Wizards immediately scored here. So you got LeVert, Stewart, Sasser, Huerter, and Javonte Green on the floor here. Sasser with the basketball. Huerter looking to set the screen. Back outside here to Stewart. Stewart helps out Sasser. Sasser working inside. Loses it out of control here. It's going to be picked up by Washington. Washington on the fast break here. Slows it down here. You got Gill, Vucevic, Cooper, Watkins, and Riley. Pistons looking to fight off the Wizards here. Down 15 to start the second quarter. Vucevic has it for the Wizards. Back inside here. Nice backdoor find. Kicks it back outside here for three for the Wizards. They bury it. Tough shot from Washington. Gill knocks it in. It's an 18-point deficit in the second quarter. Caris LeVert working inside here. Layup is good. Makes it a 16-point basketball game. Is this the Detroit Pistons we're watching here? Shout out to Washington. They came to play. Vucevic driving inside against Isaiah Stewart. Floater is good. Back to an 18-point game. Wizards 41, Pistons 23. On the fast break here, LeVert has it blocked by Vucevic. Up the other way here. Wizards looking to add more to the deficit here. Cooper with the basketball on the right wing here, working against Sasser, looking to set up the offense. 10:30 left to play in the first half. Wizards inside here. Huerter comes up with the steal against the Wizards. Back outside to Caris LeVert. Finds Javonte Green. Green pulls from three from the corner. In and out, no good. Stewart tried to grab the rebound. Off the mark, no good. Wizards upside here. They pull from three on the left wing. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Javonte Green. Green has it for the Pistons outside to LeVert. LeVert tries to get it to Huerter. Wide open for three from the corner. Off the mark, no good. That was his first shot as a Piston. It was off the mark. 41-23 basketball game. The Wizards are going to take a timeout, so Kevin Huerter did get a look for the Pistons. Pistons are 1 for 11 to start this game from the three-point line. Wizards take a timeout. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show. I gotta say, I'm kind of shocked. Wizards are 13-36. They come into Detroit. Pistons were a 15.5-point favorite heading into this game. And the Wizards are just absolutely dominating the Pistons in this game here so far. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. In a commercial break currently right now. Wizards take a timeout. That's their second timeout. Pistons down by 18. Again, no Tobias Harris for the Pistons tonight. So, again, you're going to have to rely on guys like Isaiah Stewart, Ron Holland. It's funny because we really don't have a backup stretch four on this team. I mean, you kind of have Isaiah Stewart, but he's not really known as a three-point shooter. I mean, he can knock down like one or two a game if you need him to, but the ideal situation is Tobias is healthy and you can kind of lean more on Tobias to shoot those threes instead of Beef Stew. But again, I think that pick swap is going to be huge because, again, the Pistons could legitimately look at a stretch four. This draft class is pretty solid coming up for the NBA. So if the Pistons wanted to in the draft, they could get their next stretch four. We'll see what happens with Tobias Harris. I mean, I would personally pay Tobias Harris and extend him this offseason. But we shall see what happens down the stretch here. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show. Jaden Ivey, by the way, he has started for the Chicago Bulls tonight. The Raptors are down 12-7. Ivey has not made a basket yet. He does have a couple assists so far, so he is currently playing for the Chicago Bulls right now against the Raptors. Pistons down by 18 in a timeout right now. What's going on? King Marcus, how you doing? Didn't like the Jaden Ivey move. Yeah, do you guys, I'm going to put up a poll right now. That's a good idea, actually. Let me see. How do I, let's see. did fan of the Ivy trade? Yes. No. There we go. I'll let you guys answer that one. There we go. We'll get a poll going. Fan of the Jaden Ivey trade, guys. Let me know how you guys feel. Back from commercial break here. Wizards 41, Pistons 23. Pistons are down by 18 here. 10 minutes left to play in the first half here. You got some of the starters back on the floor here. Wizards turnaround shot is good. That is Riley who knocked down that shot. It's a 20-point basketball game. Pistons down by 20. K with the basketball outside to Herter. He pulls from three at the top of the key. Off the mark, no good. Duren tried to get the rebound. It's going to be off the mark. It's going to be Wizards basketball. Wizards 43, Pistons 23. Pistons down by 20 in the first half. I got to say, I did not see this coming whatsoever. Wizards have it at the top of the key here. Pistons right now have Asar, Duren, Herter, Cade, and Javonte Green on the floor. Wizards have it, looking to add some more to their lead here. On the left wing here, you got Riley looking to direct traffic. Inside here, his shot is off the mark, boarded by Kevin Herter. K with the basketball, had it swiped away here. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Pistons basketball on the out of bounds. 43-23 basketball game. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. 9 minutes left to play in the first half here. Pistons down by 20 to the Washington Wizards. Cade with the basketball on the right wing here. Tries to get it up to Jalen Duren. Duren underneath here, poked away from the Wizards. Here come the Wizards on the fast break here. Cade trying to fight off the Wizards. Puts up a shot. Count the bucket for the Wizards underneath here. Watkins goes coast to coast over Cade, and the Pistons are down 22 points to the Washington Wizards, and the Pistons take a timeout. What's up, Christina? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Trae Young and Anthony Davis must be playing really well for Washington tonight. You would think that, right? But they are both watching from the bench tonight. I don't even know if Anthony Davis is officially in Washington yet. They've showed Trae Young, but AD might be still packing his things right now. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show. Pistons were a 15.5-point favorite coming into this basketball game. In a commercial break right now. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. We got the New York Knicks coming tomorrow to Little Caesars Arena. It's going to be a really good matchup. I believe that tip-off starts at around 7:30. Again, Pistons, they've proven that they can be a second-half team. But again, 22 points is something to kind of be a bit concerned about. I know you don't have Tobias Harris, but I don't think we saw this coming whatsoever. See, look at my camera. Look at it. I'm like not even doing anything. It's like moving me around tonight. I don't know what's going on. Very, very interesting here. Let's see what you guys are saying in the poll here. Ooh, it's about, okay, so fan of the Ivy trade, we got 24 votes. 38% are saying yes. 62% are saying no. Let me know what you guys think about the Jaden Ivey trade. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think we could have gotten more? Again, the problem was, and you know Trajan Lane didn't listen to multiple offers, right? And you wonder if he initiated it or if the Bulls initiated. Who made the first move, essentially? We'll never really know the answer to that question. But unfortunately, you couldn't get much for Jaden Ivey. That was the NBA's asking price. And again, Kevin Herter, I think, is going to be a solid player for us. And you can't really immediately crucify Kevin Herter because he missed his first two shots so far. You're going to have to wait until this plays out the majority of this season, into the playoffs, into next season. I think you have to give a trade a full year to really see who ended up winning the deal out of the trade before you can really start to analyze it on a better perspective for the Bulls side or the Pistons side of things. But again, you're paying Jalen Duren $200 million this offseason. You're going to probably pay him 5 years, $200 million. It's going to be a Cade Cunningham type deal. First-time All-Star. Shout out to Jalen Duren, by the way. He is going to be making his first NBA slam dunk contest appearance, so that'll be awesome to see for Jalen Duren. Dunk contest, though, has gone way downhill ever since Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. Just hasn't really been the same ever since, but yeah, Harden, Vucevic, Jaren Jackson Jr., Porzingis, Kobe White, Trae Young, Anthony Davis, Jared McCain, Zubac, Jaden Ivey. A lot of players that were dealt this season at the deadline. Back from commercial break here. Kevin Herter with the basketball. Herder outside here to Asar Thompson. Drives inside. Wide open layup is good. Nice find from Kevin Herder. 45-25 basketball game. 8:30 left to play in the first half here. Kind of a bit of a shocker to Pistons fans to start this game. Wizards looking to kick it outside here. Riley puts up a three, off the mark, no good. Cade comes up with the rebound. Cade with the basketball on the right wing, trying to direct traffic here. Tried to get it inside to Duren. There's going to be a foul called, though, I believe, on Gill. He's going to stay here with the Pistons. 8:15 left to play in the first half. Wizards 45, Pistons 25. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Welcome to the show. I kind of thought this game was going to go flip-flopped. It'd be 45-25 Pistons, but shout out to the Wizards. They came to play so far. Duren inside here on the right block here has its shot blocked. They're going to call... Are they going to call a foul on that? I think they're just going to say it was just a clean block on Gill underneath here. Duren was trying to fight off Gill on the left block. Cade was wanting a foul, but they're not going to give it to him. So it's going to be Pistons basketball out of bounds. 45-25 basketball game. 8 minutes left to play in the first half here. Cade with the basketball on the left wing here, trying to fight off Champagne. Inside here to Javonte Green. Reverse layup is up and in. Wizards 45, Pistons 27. 8:03 left to play in the first half. And again, I said it before the show tonight, Naughty Ghost. I don't think we've ever had a more divided opinion in the Pistons fan base on one particular player in this franchise history. A lot of people say Ivy wasn't it. A lot of people say we should have kept Ivy. I'm kind of right in the middle with it, honestly. Asar blocks the shot. Cade with the basketball, throws it up to Jalen Duren for the slam. 45-29 basketball game. 7:30 left to play in the first half. Wizards have it on the right wing here. Riley with the basketball, working against Jalen Duren at the top of the key. Kicks it across here for three. He buries it. Tough shot for the Wizards. 7:20 left to play in the first half. Champagne knocks down the three for the Wizards. Justin Champagne's got 12 points tonight so far for the Wizards. Cade trying to find Duren underneath here. Duren reverse layup is off the mark, no good. Boarded by the Wizards. 7:05 left to play in the first half. Kicks it across here inside. Reverse layup is good. 50-29 basketball game. Champagne delivers again for the Wizards. Duncan Robinson looking to check into the game here for the Pistons. Cade with the basketball. Outside here, Jalen Duren on the right block here. Duren back outside Javonte Green. Nearly threw it away. Outside to Cade. Cade looking to direct traffic. Pull up three for Cade is off the mark, no good. It's going to be off of the Wizards. It's going to be Pistons basketball underneath here. Crazy. 21-point basketball game. So you're going to have Pistons basketball underneath the basket here. Pistons looking to make a couple substitutions. I believe Duncan Robinson's going to check into this basketball game. So this is an interesting lineup. You got Duncan, Duren, Cade, Asar, and Herder out on the floor for the Pistons right now. Back outside, it's going to be a stoppage in play, though. They're going to call a foul away from the basketball on the Wizards. It's going to be Pistons basketball underneath. 6:35 left to play in the first half. Wizards 50, Pistons 29. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. It's free. It helps out the streams. Cade looking to inbound here. Finds Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Asar looking to direct traffic. Finds Cade on the right wing. Cade looking to score here for the Pistons. Back outside to Duncan Robinson. Duncan feeds Duren inside. Shot is off, but it is boarded up and in by Asar Thompson. 50-31 basketball game. 6:15 left to play in the first half. Wizards have it at the top of the key. Tried to find a backdoor find for Koulibaly. It's going to be, I believe, Wizards basketball. I think they're going to call another foul on the Pistons. So you got Riley, Cooper, Gill, Koulibaly, Carrington on the floor for the Wizards. Pistons have Duncan, Duren, Cade, Asar, and Herder. 6:09 left to play in the first half here. Koulibaly at the top of the key working against Cade on the left wing. Back outside to Gill. He thought about a three. Drives inside to the paint. They're going to call a foul, though, on the Pistons. Another stoppage in play here. 6:02 left to play in the first half. Washington 50, Pistons 31. I'm going to get to your guys' chat here probably at the next commercial break. So you got the Wizards at the free throw line. Gill, first free throw on the way is off the mark, no good. 50-31 basketball game. Pistons down by 19. Beef Stew checks back into the game here for the Pistons. They're going to, Ron Holland also checks in. So you got Duncan, Stewart, Cade, Asar, and Holland now on the floor for the Pistons. Wizards still have Carrington, Coulibaly, Gill, Cooper, and Riley. 6:02 left to play in the first half. Wizards at the free throw line. Gill knocks down the second free throw. 20-point basketball game. Cade at the top of the key, looking to direct traffic and trying to cut into this deficit here. Cade back outside of Duncan. Duncan pulls from three at the top of the key. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by the Wizards. Now they're going to say, is it still Wizards basketball? They're going to say it's Wizards basketball. Last touch by Ron Holland, I believe. Yeah. Holland kind of poked it away from the Wizards, so the Wizards are going to get it back. 51-31. Yes, this is a real score. 5:30 left to play in the first half here. Wizards have it inside here. Floater is no good. Boarded by Ron Holland. Holland on the fast break, looking to direct traffic. They're going to be calling a foul, though, on the Wizards to disrupt the momentum. Kind of a good foul from the Wizards there. They're going to get, I believe, Coulibaly on that. 5:32 left to play in the first half. Asar looking to inbound here. Finds Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. Right back to Asar. Asar looking to direct traffic. Former Defensive Player of the Month of January, Asar Thompson for the Eastern Conference. Cade has it for the Pistons. Outside to Holland. Holland drives to his right. Shot is off the mark, no good. Asar is there, though, to put up the miss. So he gets it to go. 51-33 basketball game. Now they're going to call a reach-in foul on Asar Thompson on the right baseline. Asar doesn't agree with the referee there. 5:10 left to play in the first half. Wizards 51, Pistons 33. You're going to have Wizards basketball with about 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Pistons trying to find some momentum here before the halftime break. Cooper has it for the Wizards outside to Sarr, who checks back into the game for the Wizards. George sets the screen for Sarr, rolls off it, working against Isaiah Stewart. Back outside here to Carrington. Carrington with the basketball outside to Sarr. Sarr pulls from three over Beef Stew. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Asar Thompson. Asar has it for the Pistons at the top of the key. Looking to direct traffic for the Pistons here. Finds Isaiah Stewart. Upside to Cade. Cade with the basketball. Goes baseline. Inside to Isaiah Stewart. Floater is good. Nice find from Cade Cunningham underneath. 16-point basketball game. Look at my camera. It's just having a mind of its own tonight. Asar nearly poked it away. They're going to call a carry, though, on the Wizards. So a good defensive play from Asar Thompson there, forcing the carry. It looked like he kind of deflected it with his hand as soon as the Wizards crossed half court. Wizards recover it, and it was more of like a carry violation. So good defensive play from Asar Thompson right there. Pistons down 16. Couple minutes left to play until halftime. 4:28 left to play in the first half. Asar Thompson finds Ron Holland. 9-5 connection. Off the mark, no good. Cade with the rebound underneath here. Cade pulls it back out now. Tries to direct traffic. One-on-one ISO against Cade. Cade, shot is off. He does get fouled, though, and Cade's going to go to the free throw line. 51-35. Red Velvet is goated. He's going to make his first three, and I'm going to go crazy. We have to. And the reality is, guys, you can complain about Jaden Ivey all you want. The reality is, though, is he's no longer a part of this team. You can have the upset, depressed Jaden Ivey mood the entire rest of the season, or you can support Kevin Huerter and trust what Trajan Langdon's doing. But again, there was a lot of mixed opinions on that trade. I think for sure it was shocking. You know, my friend group that I talked to is kind of a mixed reaction. But listen, if Trajan Langdon saw something in Huerter that most Pistons fans didn't see, we have to go with his gut. 51-37 basketball game. 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Cade knocks down both free throws. Wizards, they're gonna turn it over essentially. Wizards chuck the ball in the first row, nearly hit a Pistons fan in the head sitting courtside. Pistons get it back. Wizards 51, Pistons 37. JB looking to direct a play on the sidelines here for the Pistons. 3:59 left to go. Pistons looking to get this down to 10 here before half. Yeah, it looked like somebody spilled their beer on the sidelines. They got like a whole staff with like a million towels trying to clean up the beer spill. Wizards just chucked it into the front row trying to save the out-of-bounds play, and no luck over there. Still a stoppage in play right now. They had to send like 4 towel boys out there just to try and clean up the spill. They're still picking up the spill on the baseline there. So the Pistons are down 14. They are in the bonus. Pistons, again, still have 5 timeouts. Wizards have 5 timeouts as well. Asar looking to inbound here for the Pistons. Gets it upside to Cade. Cade looking to direct traffic here as we approach the final couple minutes of the first half. Asar sets the screen for Cade. Cade rolls off it. Cade with the basketball inside the paint here. Cade, turnaround jump shot is off the mark. No good. Put back up and in by Ron Holland. What a play from Holland underneath. Pistons going a 16-6 run here. It's a 12-point game. Sar with the basketball back outside here to Carrington. Carrington pulls up from 3. That shot is off the mark. No good. Holland with the rebound. Upside here to Asar Thompson. Asar working in transition. Asar with the basketball. Tried to get it to Duncan. Poked away from the Wizards. Going to stay here with the Pistons. 3:21 left to play in the first half. Wizards 51. Pistons 39. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. I'm going to get your guys' comments here. Next stoppage of play. Cade looking to inbound here. Outside to Asar Thompson. Asar with the basketball. Beefs to assess the screen. Asar slows it down here inside the paint. Mid-range jump shot is off the mark. No good. Boarded by George. George looking to push it up the floor here for the Wizards. Going coast to coast. Gets it back outside here to Cooper for 3. No good. Boarded by Asar. Upside to Duncan. He's going to get fouled, though, by Cooper. So Duncan's going to go to the free throw line. 51-39 basketball game. My camera has a mind of its own. It'll, like, put me over here, and then it'll go over here. I don't know what's going on. So, Duncan's at the free throw line. Pistons have had their issues from the free throw line in this season so far. They're going to make sure it wasn't a flagrant foul from the Wizards. I don't see how it was. It just looked like Duncan kind of tripped going back down the floor. It should be just called a common foul on the Wizards here. Asar's trying to get it up to Duncan. Yeah, the Wizards were just trying to make a play on the ball here. They're going to call a foul on Cooper, but I don't see anything flagrant about that foul right there. Herter, couple minutes for the Pistons, has a couple shot attempts off. Hasn't scored yet for the Pistons. Again, we're going to need him, though, later on in the season. And again, the paranoid Peter Pistons fan is going to only check the box score and only look at Herter's stats the first game since the trade. You have to... Patience is a virtue, they always said. You got to wait until things play out, and you have to ride the wave sometime before you can really make a judgment call. And again, Trajan Langdon is the GM of this team. I know there's a million fan GMs on Twitter in the chat. Oh, this is a horrible trade. Jaden Ivey was a cornerstone piece of the franchise, and you're giving up a guy who was shooting 37% for Kevin Herter coming over from the Bulls. Oh, that's a terrible trade. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Gotta wait till it plays out. 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Wizards 51, Pistons 39. Just a common foul on the Wizards here. No flagrant foul. So Duncan's going to go to the free throw line. Pistons are in the bonus. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Kind of been a fast-paced shocker of a game so far. I mean, the Pistons were down like 20 points early on in the second quarter. They've cut it back down to 12. Duncan has an opportunity to cut it back down to 10 here. First free throw's good. 51-40 basketball game. Pistons going a little bit of a run here as we approach the 3-minute mark left to play in the second quarter. Wizards 51, Pistons 40. Duncan's second free throw on the way here is up and in. 10-point basketball game. That's the goal when you're in a deficit in a hole. Try to get it back down to 10. 2:50 left to play in the first half. Wizards have it. Sarr with the basketball. Tries to find a backdoor find to George. Outside here. They pull up from 3. Shot is off the mark. No good. Cade with the rebound. 2:44 left to play in the first half. Ausar Thompson has it. Finds Duncan Robinson. Duncan pulls from 3. He buries it. 7-point basketball game. 2:30 left to play in the first half. Wizards 51. Pistons 44. Duncan's got 8. Sarr turnaround jump shot is off the mark, no good, boarded by Ausar Thompson. Here come the Pistons. Pistons have it. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Cade gets it, turnaround, layup, it is good. Tough finish from number 2, Motorcade in the paint. Dirty work down below. It's a 5-point basketball game. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. Wizards 51, Pistons 46. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Look at this. Poked away from Ausar Thompson. Upside to Ron Holland. He's going to get fouled, and Ron Holland's going to go to the free throw line. Great defensive play from the former defensive player of the month in Ausar Thompson, making that happen. You got Holland going to the free throw line to try and make this a 3-point game. Wizards 51, Pistons 46. Ron Holland at the free throw line. Shot is good. 51-47 basketball game. Imagine if Ausar and Holland can shoot even 30% from 3. That'd be nice. 3-and-D Ron Holland. 51-48. Holland knocks down both free throws. 3-point basketball game. Got a lot of negative Nancy's on the Jaden Ivey trade in the chat tonight. 1:45 left to play in the first half. I'm going to rethink this whole trade off one game. That's a smart way to approach things. Sarr inside here, count the bucket and the foul. Nice find from the Wizards. Sarr's going to go to the free throw line, try and complete the 3-point play. Wizards needed that bucket badly. Pistons were kind of catching lightning in a bottle there down the stretch. 53-48 basketball game. Wizards up by 5 over the Pistons. Sarr's got 9 points, 6 boards, excuse me. Wizards making a couple substitutions. Riley comes back onto the floor here for the Wizards. 1:34 left to play in the first half. Sarr, free throw is off the mark, no good, boarded by Duncan Robinson. Cade has it for the Pistons, outside to Duncan, thought about a 3. Back outside to Holland. Cade at the top of the key, trying to direct traffic and slow things down. Cade with the basketball, working against Riley. Inside here, turnaround jump shot is good. Motorcade mid-range game is on point. 53-50. Holland nearly came up with a steal off the inbound pass. Wizards have it, up by 3. A minute left to play in the first half here. Sarr working against Beef Stew on the left wing here. Sarr with the basketball. Outside here to Carrington. Carrington finds Coulibaly, poked away from Ron Holland. Holland inside here on the fast break in transition, slams it home, and we have a 1-point basketball game. 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Wizards up by 1. They're going to call a foul on Ausar Thompson. Ausar doesn't agree with it. He wants JB Bickerstaff to take a look at this. About them apples. Pistons were down 20 early in the first half. Oh, yeah, that looks like a clean swipe from Ausar Thompson. Ball was off the knee of Carrington. JB Bickerstaff, I think, is going to take a look at this. Yeah, that was a clean swipe from Ausar Thompson from my first glance at it. I don't know if there was a foul called or not from that, so JB's going to take a challenge at that. They're going to look at that. Appreciate you guys will stop in and welcome to the show. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Pistons down by 1. It's just so funny how, like, it's just, oh my gosh, the world's falling apart. Society's over. Pistons are down by 20. And again, we have some people in the chat. Oh, this Jaden Ivey thing's never going to work out. You shouldn't have traded Jaden Ivey. He was a core center part of your franchise for some Kevin Huerter guy coming over. Oh my gosh, man. Pistons made this a 1-point basketball game in like 10 minutes. You just have to look at the situation. You got a game manager in Cade Cunningham that can direct the flow of the game, and you just need to just let the game play out. You need to let the trade play out. You need to let the season play out. 53-52 basketball game. Everybody wants quick, instant gratification immediately. This is the year 2026. They judge things the first time they see it. Oh, that's a bad first impression. I'm giving up on somebody. Well, I'm just going to walk away. I don't really buy into that mindset. I just want to just barely make it to the next day. I'm not really thinking long term. I just want to get by. If you do that, see how you go on in life. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Wizards 53, Pistons 52. Call is overturned. So the Pistons win their timeout. A good defensive play from Ausar Thompson. Ausar Thompson, people don't realize how huge of a deal that is to have back-to-back defensive player of the months on your team. That's hard to do. Just to get one guy for the whole season for the month. I mean, defensive player of the year obviously is like the holy grail for awards for defense, but you got two guys on your team, Isaiah Stewart and Ausar Thompson, who are going to be a part of your core. That's a big deal, and that's going to protect this identity moving forward, and it's going to hopefully carry us into the postseason. So the Pistons win the challenge. Good play from Ausar Thompson. Both teams are in the bonus. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Ron Holland looking to inbound here to Ausar Thompson. Pistons, again, have a back-to-back. They have a date with Jalen Brunson and the Knicks tomorrow night at Little Caesars Arena. I'll be on the call for that game as well. Ausar Thompson on the right wing here. Finds Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. Cade with the basketball, pulls up from three. Motorcade is off the mark. It is put back up and in. They're going to say it was offensive goaltending, though. Ausar Thompson and Ron Holland tried to put back the dunk from Cade's miss. They're going to say it's offensive goaltending, though. So the Wizards regain it back here. Good effort, though, from... they literally both crashed at the same time. I like the athleticism, though. So, no basket. 53-52. Wizards up by 1. 18 seconds left to play in the first half here. Koulibaly with the basketball. Kicks it across here for 3. Good. Tough shot from the Wizards right there. 56-52 basketball game. 9 seconds left to go in the first half. Cade with the basketball here looking to set something up. 5 seconds. Cade Cunningham, top of the key, has stolen away from the Wizards. 2 seconds. They pull it up at the buzzer. Off the mark. No good. Turnover from Cade to end the half. And the Wizards are up by 4 as we approach the halftime break. You see that? You just have to just kind of take a deep breath. Can't overreact to everything. See how it plays out. Pistons went from being down 20 in the first half. They cut it back down to 4. Now we have a ball game. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And again, leads can disappear very quickly in the NBA. Look at the Pistons against Denver the other night. They had a 20-point lead. End of the third quarter. Here come the Denver Nuggets. Jokic and Murray start making some shots. Pistons turn it over a couple times. Can't really take any lead for granted. These guys are all in the NBA. Pistons down by 4. Talk of the town, Jaden Ivey. I put up a poll. Do you guys agree with it? Right now, it's about a 60-40 split. And again, what did I just say? I don't think we've ever had a more divided fan base over a player trade ever that I can remember in recent history. 60% say no, 40% say yes. That's about 78 of you that have voted. So if you haven't voted in that, let me know. I'd be curious to see. Every vote matters. And listen, it is what it is. I am not a Jaden Ivey hater. I love Jaden Ivey. I thought he was going to be a huge part of our backcourt moving forward. Ivey with Cade running the show. You saw Ivey's explosiveness last season. Unfortunately, there's a guy by the name of Cole Anthony that just had to make a dirty play on Jaden Ivey last season. Totally messed with Ivy's confidence. His physical attributes weren't really the same ever since he came back. And I'm rooting for Jaden Ivey. I hope he balls out for the Bulls. At the end of the day, though, you have to make a decision at certain times throughout a player's tendency and career on a team. And Trajan Langdon felt that it was time to part ways with Jaden Ivey. And I was a believer in Jaden Ivey. I'm not a hater in Jaden Ivey. But again, I do like the trade. And you know, probably Trajan Langdon was listening to multiple different offers. Getting a first-round pick swap with Minnesota, I think, is a big deal. That could potentially be 3 to 5 spots up in the draft from what you were originally picking in the first round this year. So the Pistons are going to keep their first-rounder. They swapped it with Minnesota. It's going to essentially lead to a better draft pick. And the Pistons could possibly take their future stretch 4 in the draft this year in the first round. We'll see how that shapes up. But you got Kevin Huerter. And listen, Ivy did not get along with JB Bickerstaff in terms of minute-wise. He played about 10 minutes a season. And there was a lot of instances where a lot of people in this chat were noticing the inefficiencies of Jaden Ivey when he came back on this team. And it was frustrating to watch. There was multiple times where he just kind of looked frozen and lost out there. And again, I'm not hating on Jaden Ivey, but the reality of the situation is Kevin Huerter is now a Piston. You can either keep dwelling on the past and say, I wish we had Jaden Ivey, or you can ride with our new boy in Kevin Huerter, who's a part of this team. And we're going to support all the Pistons as we progress to hopefully a potential NBA championship this season and make it out of the Eastern Conference. So there's my 2 cents on it. People just want to find the negatives in every little situation before something fully plays out. I'm kind of in the middle of it. But again, you gotta wait till these things play out. You can't immediately crucify a player based on one game performance, and you gotta wait. This is a full season how you have to see these things play out. So you got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat here, guys. Pistons down by 4 at the halftime break here. And yeah, that's all you can do. That's all. You can keep dwelling in the past, or you can ride with Kevin Huerter, because that is now the reality of the situation. So there's that. Listen, as long as we stay healthy, it's going to be really exciting come playoff time. We're going to be really curious to see if the Pistons can hold on to the 1 seed, or if we, take a step back, get a couple teams on our heels with the Knicks and the Celtics. But again, the Pistons have a comfortable 5-game lead right now as the number 1 team. Now, when you take a look at April, when you get into like the play-in tournament, Pistons are going to have to play whoever the 8 seed is. So there's a lot of different possibilities. I mean, you could potentially look at the Magic, the Heat. You could maybe look at like the 9 or the 10 seed right now and see how the Hawks perform at the end of the season. A lot of different possibilities for the Pistons. So, I don't know. What would you guys think would be a successful season? Pistons, they got the 1 seed. They've exceeded expectations like crazy. I think if you make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think that is a beyond successful season. Considering the fact that we lost 28 games in a row 2 years ago, got to the 6th seed last year. Now we're number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. You don't know what's going to happen with Boston and New York and Toronto. But again, down the stretch, the playoffs are a whole different animal. In that playoff series, where we played against the New York Knicks last year, we took them to 6 games with an injured team. Now you got, hopefully, a healthy Isaiah Stewart for whoever we face in the playoffs in the first round. Cade has a full playoff year of experience under his belt now, which I think is going to help him tremendously down the stretch. You got a seasoned vet in Tobias Harris who made some big-time shots for the Pistons. I think you pay Tobias Harris another 2-year deal, and you can see that Tobias wants to be here. there's a lot of players in the NBA where they're only after a better contract and a better deal. And some players are in the middle. Some players like kind of restructure their deals to kind of get their teammates paid. And you got 2 All-Stars. You got Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. 2 All-Stars, which is like the first time it's ever happened since like, I don't know, 15 years. I think that was the last time the Pistons had 2 All-Stars in the same season. So, exciting times. Kind of chilling here at the halftime break here, guys. Pistons down by 4. I think it would be disappointing, though, if, like, we lost in the first round. Like, if the 8 seed upsets the 1 seed, you're kind of... you kind of have to re-look at this whole season overall. I don't think that'll happen. But it's crazy how the narrative has changed from, sell the team, 28-game losing streak, fire everyone, tank, and just rebuild and start over. To now, a wide-open Eastern Conference. Anything can happen for this Pistons team. Appreciate you guys all stopping in, like and subscribe if you guys are new. Got some colorful viewers in the chat. Again, we got some people that will defend Jaden Ivey to the death, which is fine. I think Jaden Ivey is a very good player. I hope he succeeds well in Chicago. But at this point in time, the band can't stay together sometimes your whole lives. And we had to break up the band to make the team fit. And that's what Trajan Langdon did. All right. About a shot to Scooble. Shame on Chris Ilitch. Shame on the Tigers. How do you not... The fact that it even went to arbitration is absolutely asinine. You got Framber Valdez, Tigers, 1-2 punch in that rotation now with Scooble. Who knows what's going to happen with him after the season, but I was excited when the Tarek won that case. Because imagine he would have lost that arbitration case, then he would have been, I think, very upset, and then he might have demanded a trade at the trade deadline. And I wouldn't have blamed him any other way. But Pizza Boy finally paid up. It's crazy how that worked out. So I can tell the fans that's not used to winning by the comments and the overreaction over one basketball game. And I get it. Like, people want instant gratification. They look at the first game and they base that off the entire trade. It's like when you put somebody from a whole other chemistry team and a whole other organization, you ship them across the country to a new state and a new stadium and a new atmosphere. People kind of forget that, like, chemistry and work environment, like, kind of is a big deal to get used to still. So, Pistons down by 4 at the half. I'm going to give you guys some stats. Like I said, if you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Jimmy says conference finals would be a successful season. Yeah, it's you have to beat 4 opponents to win the NBA finals. You beat 3 in your conference, and then you beat the Western Conference champ, and then you win the finals. And I think it depends on the situation, right? I fully expect healthy Pistons. I think most people want, a Pistons playoff victory in the first round. But again, it's the playoffs. Any team can happen. It's about who gets hot at the right time. If we do make it past the first round, we get to the second round, that's where it gets interesting. Then you're going to start to see really the cream rise to the top. So we'll see. God, we have some, like, absolute maniacs in here, dude. If you guys haven't voted on the poll yet, put it up at the chat. Fan of the Jaden Ivey trade, guys? Yes, no. 59% says no. 41% says yes. Like I said, I'm kind of in the middle of it. We have to see how it plays out. I do like Kevin Huerter, though. And I think you're going to need him come playoffs. Still waiting to hear back from the halftime break, guys, as we approach the start of the third quarter. Champagne leading the way for the Wizards. He's got 14 points, 6 boards. Pistons right now, kind of like all over the place. Cade's got 12 points right now, 6 boards. Asar and Duncan both have 8. Stewart and Duren have 4. No Tobias Harris tonight. And again, you see like the spacing that Tobias Harris adds to the Pistons when Cade is on the floor. Opens up a lot more pass to the basket for Cade and him able to direct the offense. Ron Holland's got 7 off the bench. Karis LeVert has 5. So you got a well-balanced team, I think, heading into the next couple months of this season. Yeah, Jose Alvarado for the Knicks. I thought that was a good move for the Knicks. I don't know if he's going to play tomorrow. I mean, he just got traded to, was it today or yesterday? We'll see if we see Alvarado tomorrow for the Pistons and Knicks game, but that'll be a good game tomorrow. I think that's a 7:30 tip-off, if I'm not mistaken. That'd be crazy to get Pistons Knicks in the playoffs this year. That'd be electric. We shall see what happens with our boy Red Velvet on this Pistons team. They actually found a tweet of Kevin Huerter from like 13 years ago, and he was referencing the 2004 Bad Boy Pistons. So if you guys want to go find that, he was like talking about like Billups and Rasheed Wallace and Billups, Rasheed, Ben Wallace, when he was like in high school. So that's cool to see. So maybe he was destined to be here. Coming back from the halftime break here, guys, to start the third quarter. Pistons down by 4. Once again, guys, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, you guys can. You guys get the cool emotes and loyalty badges. We had to take off Poison Ivy, though. I had to replace him with Uncle T, so there's now a Uncle T emote. Where's Uncle T? There he is. Start of the third quarter coming up here, guys. It's in the description. It's also in the chat. Appreciate you guys all being here. Like and subscribe. It's free. It helps out my self-esteem. Welcome to the show, folks. Start of the third quarter coming up here. Shout out to the Wizards. They're making this a basketball game. Pistons coming back the other way here. You got Duncan, Stewart, Cade, Asar, and Holland. Wizards have Champagne, George, Sarr, Carrington, and Coulibaly. Hopefully I'm saying those names right, so we shall see. Yeah, JD Bickerstaff, he kind of commented on it today. He kind of had to wait because you can't really comment on the trade like as it's going on until it's official. But he had, good things to say about Huerter. Wish Ivy the best. As Pistons fans, we have to root for Jaden Ivey and wish him the best as well. So we're back from commercial break here. Cade at the top of the key looking to set up the offense here. Beef Stew sets the screen for Cade. Cade rolls off it to his right, outside of Duncan Robinson. He pulls from 3 at the top of the key. He buries it. 56-55. Pistons down by 1. Sarr with the basketball, looking to get on the board here for the Wizards in the second half here. Coulibaly has it for the Washington Wizards. Outside here for 3 for Carrington. He knocks it in. 59-55 basketball game. Big-time shot for Carrington. 11:20 left to play in the third quarter. Cade with the basketball inside, back outside to Duncan for 3 from the corner. He hits it. How about Duncan Robinson hitting 2 huge threes to start the second half? You love to see it, man. Alex Sarr with the basketball on the right wing here. Finds Carrington. Carrington has it. Turnaround jump shot for Carrington is off the mark. He does get fouled, though. Carrington's going to go to the free throw line. 59-58. Look at that. Look at my webcam. It's like all over the place. Yeah, it'll be a good game tomorrow. I think, New York, we blew their doors off last matchup, and they want revenge. It's hard to beat a team twice in the same season because, you know, the losing opponent remembers that moving forward. So it'll be a good game tomorrow. 11 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Shot is in. Knocks down both free throws. 61-58 basketball game. Jalen Duren is not on the floor right now for the Pistons, so hopefully Duren's all right. We haven't really heard an update from that, but no Jalen Duren to start this second half of the Pistons, so hopefully nothing's wrong. Cade with the basketball on the right wing here, drives inside. Cade puts up a shot. He does get fouled, though. Cade's going to go to the free throw line. Nice take from Cade. 61-58 basketball game. Wizards up by 3. 10:41 left to go. It looked like Coulibaly got Cade on his right hand as he was putting up a shot. Cade knocks down the first free throw. 2-point basketball game. Cade's got 13 points, 6 boards, 5 assists. Cade at the free throw line. Second free throw for Cade is up and misses the second free throw. Free throws, dude. Wizards looking to regain possession here. Sarr, George, Champagne, Carrington, and Coulibaly. Coulibaly has it outside here to Sarr. Sarr pulls up from 3. Off the mark, no good. Wizards get the rebound here. Underneath, shot is off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. Holland kicks it across here to Cade. Cade with the basketball on the right wing. Cade trying to find Isaiah Stewart underneath here. Stewart regains possession. Underneath, Stewart puts up a shot. They're going to call an offensive foul on Isaiah Stewart, though. Good take from George to draw the charge. 2-point game. 61-59 basketball. 10-13 left to play in the third quarter. Look at that. Starting to creep down a little bit in the percentage. 57% say no. 43% say yes. So it's a split fan base. 10:07 left to play in the third quarter here. Wizards are going to foul. Pistons regain possession. I'm sorry. Pistons fouled. Wizards regain possession. Wizards out of bounds here. Carrington looking inbound here. Finds George at the top of the key here. George working on a Sarr Thompson. Sarr sets the screen for George. He rolls off it to his left. Mid-range jump shot for George is in. 63-59 basketball game. 9:55 left to play in the third quarter. Cade with the basketball. Floater is good. Tough floater from Cade Cunningham. Drifting to his left on the left block. He gets it to go. 63-61. 9:40 left to play in the first half here. George with the basketball. Takes a mid-range jump shot. Buries it again. Back-to-back mid-range J's for George. Cade gets it back here for the Pistons. Directing traffic on the left wing here. Cade with the basketball, trying to back down Carrington. Inside here, gets to his spot, puts up a floater, and he knocks it in. 65-63 basketball game. 9:15 left to play in the third quarter. Carrington loses it. Sarr tried to steal it from him. Gets it back, though, for the Wizards. George has it, working against Holland with the basketball here. George on the baseline, outside here to Sarr. He pulls up from 3. He knocks it in. 68-63. 8:55 left to play in the third quarter. Wizards are staying in it. Sarr Thompson on the right wing. Outside to Cade. Pulls up from 3. Cade misses it. Holland underneath here. Holland puts up a shot. Blocked by Sarr. Gets his own rebound, though. Finds a cutting of Sarr Thompson. Puts up a left-handed layup off the mark. He does get fouled, though, from Sarr. And Sarr is going to go to the free throw line. Sarr fouled Sarr. How about that? Big test against the Knicks tomorrow night for sure. Wizards 68, Pistons 63. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. It's free. It helps out me. Helps out the shows. Sarr free throw on the way is off the mark. Pistons down by 5. Halfway through the third quarter here. Wizards making a couple substitutions. Cooper checks into the game for the Wizards, as well as Riley. Sarr, second free throw on the way. It is off, and it is in. 4-point game. Wizards 68, Detroit 64. Is it Detroit or is it Detroit? Or is it Detroit? I've heard 3 different ways to pronounce Detroit. Detroit basketball. Ausar, mid-range jump shot is off the mark, no good. Ausar Thompson gets the rebound. Ausar with the basketball, kicks it outside to Cade. Cade drives inside of the paint. It's going to be last touch by Cade off of his knee. Turnover from Cade. A little bit too fast there for the tempo of that possession there. 8:15 left to play in the third quarter. Both teams have 10 turnovers. George sits out for a breather. Pistons down by 4. 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Wizards with the basketball. It's going to be poked away from Duncan Robinson. It's going to stay here with the Wizards. Ausar, Carrington, Coulibaly, Cooper, and Riley on the floor for the Wizards. Pistons have Ron Holland, Ausar, Duncan, Beef Stew, and Cade. Wizards have it on the left wing here. Upside here to Carrington. He knocks in a 3. 71-64 basketball game. Cade with the basketball. Just under 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Cade looking to direct traffic at the top of the key. Cade stops on a dime. Mid-range J is off the mark. No good. It's going to be last touched by the Wizards. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Wizards 71, Pistons 64. Wizards with another substitution. You got Gill coming into the game. Ausar checks out for a breather. Detroit basketball. 7:45 left to play in the third quarter. Isaiah Stewart on the left wing. Tried to get it inside to Ausar. Ausar dives for the loose ball. Cade saves it upside to Duncan. They're going to say, though, it was last touch by Cade on the out of bounds. Good attempt to save it from Cade and Ausar. It's going to be last touch out of bounds from the Pistons. So, Wizards are going to get it back. Ooh, that was really close. Wow. Cade rocking his signature shoe. If you guys haven't seen Cade's shoe, it's pretty sick. It's his initials, like CC, Cade Cunningham, and a star. It's pretty sick. Wizards, they miss a shot from the three-point line. Holland comes up with the rebound. Holland looking to direct traffic here upside to Cade. Cade with the basketball, working against Cooper. Cade outside to Duncan. Nearly poked away, saves it. Cade thought about a 3. Back outside of Duncan. He pulls from 3 on the right wing. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Gill. Wizards on the right wing here. Carrington pulls up from 3. They're going to call a foul, though. Cade just picked up a technical foul. Wizards call a timeout. Cade just received a tech. Wizards and Pistons. Cade was shouting from the bench, and the refs didn't appreciate what Cade was saying, and Cade just got teed up. So, Wizards are going to have an opportunity to knock down a technical foul free throw from Cade, and they're going to retain possession. Yeah, I like Cade's signature shoes. Pretty sick, man. 71-64 basketball game. That's a big-time deal. Not many athletes in the NBA have their own signature shoe from Nike, so Cade announced that at the beginning of this season. Got a commercial break coming up here. Wizards 71, Pistons 64. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the like button, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. It's free. We're going to be doing Pistons and Knicks tomorrow night. LCA will be rocking on a Friday night. And that should be a really good basketball game. So tune into that. And we have ourselves a good game, man. I mean, shout out to the Wizards, right? Like, they came to play. They got some ballers on their team. Again, they're missing basically their 2 best players right now in AD and Trae Young. It's weird to say Anthony Davis and Trae Young are Wizards. But that's what happens when the trade deadline happens. The one ref is calling everything against the Pistons right now. Is that so? Paul Reed has checked into the game for Isaiah Stewart. Good to see B-Ball Paul Reed getting some minutes here. Again, you're going to need it because, again, without Tobias Harris, you're going to have some guys on the wings for Cade to operate in this offense. So right now for the Pistons, you got Duncan, Cade, Ausar Thompson, Paul Reed, and Ron Holland. I really like Paul Reed a lot. I think he might be, I don't know what the words to say it. He fills his role very nicely on this team, if that makes sense. In the limited minutes that he gets in the NBA for the Pistons, he's very efficient off the bench. And again, he was big for us in the playoffs last year. Like when Isaiah Stewart was injured, B-ball Paul Reed was big for against that Knicks series. He made some big time defensive plays in that series. So always love to see it when he gets some action on the floor. Wizards knock down the technical foul free throw. So Koulibaly knocks it down. Pistons down by 8. Again, I've said it before. You cannot take any team for granted in the NBA. I mean, the Pistons, when they were on like that 28-game losing streak, they randomly upset the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they were like the best team in the league at one point. They were like a 15, 16-point underdog, so you really don't know. Wizards 72, Pistons 64. 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter here. Wizards looking to inbound the pass here. Gill has it at the top of the key. Finds Carrington. Back outside here. Ron Holland trying to disrupt Carrington. Back outside here for the Wizards. Puts up a floater. Is good. Count the bucket and the foul. Tough find from the Wizards right there. You had Riley on the foul up to Gill, who put that in. So count the bucket and the foul, and the Wizards are going to go to the free throw line. There you go, Wesley. Yeah, I had to wear it for Scooble. He got paid 1 year. They better pay him next year, but they probably won't because Pizza Boy is cheap. I mean, to be fair, though, he did pay Framber Valdez, which is a nice signing. 6:34 left to play in the third quarter. Pistons miss the shot. Wizards get it back here. On the floor, you got Koulibaly, Gill, Cooper, Watkins, and Riley. Riley, upside floater. It is good. 77-64. Pistons go down by 13. Cade with the basketball on the right wing here. Looking to direct the offense. Cade looking for a Pistons basket. Cade tried to find Paul Reed. Turns it over, though. Wizards get it back. Upside here. On the right wing for Riley. Riley working against Duncan Robinson. Wizards going on a 12-1 run. Back outside for 3 for the Wizards. Banks it in. 80-64 basketball game. Cooper knocks down the 3. Pistons down by 16. Ron Holland with the basketball. Inside here. Right-handed layup is good. Tough finish from Ron Holland underneath here. Wizards looking to push it back in transition. Tough find on a coast-to-coast fast break from the Wizards. They lay it up and in. Cooper knocks it in, and back to a 16-point game. 5:30 left to play in the third quarter. Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Looking to direct traffic. Back outside to Cade. Cade finds B-ball Paul underneath. Paul Reed, left-handed layup is good. First basket for Paul Reed, 14-point game. Ron Holland nearly poked it away. Wow, what a defensive play from Ron Holland. He immediately caught the Wizards blindly on the inbound pass. It looked like he was running back on defense. He paused, though, and he forces a turnover on the fast break against Cooper. 3-and-D Ron Holland. I will continue to say this until he starts knocking down threes. We know his defense is elite. And he's going to, I give him 2 years. I think he could be a 30% three-point shooter. 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. And we don't really need him to either. If he plays defense, I'm good with that. 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Good defense from Ron Holland. Holland gets it inside from Karis LeVert. Finds Cade Cunningham. They're going to push off Cade. It's going to be a foul. Kind of a weird foul from Riley there. 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Another stoppage in play. Wizards 82, Pistons 68. Man, if Holland scores here, he's going to go ballistic. Karis LeVert back outside of Ron Holland. Holland looking to feed it to Cade inside here. Cade with the basketball on the left block. Cade trying to back down the Wizards. Inside here, puts up a shot, misses it. He does get fouled, though, and Cade's going to go to the free throw line. 82-68 basketball game. Not really sure what is going on with Jalen Duren. He did not check in to start the second half of the Pistons, so I don't know if, I'm hoping he didn't get injured, but if you guys want to keep me updated that in the chat, let me know. .457 left to play in the third quarter. Pistons at the free throw line. Cade knocks it in. 82-69 basketball game. 4:57 left to play in the third quarter. Cade looking to knock down both these free throws. He does knock down both free throws. 82-70. Wizards up by 12. He's out with knee soreness. Okay, thanks, J-Moke. Yeah, I wasn't really sure. So, I mean, he didn't check in to the second half, so I was wondering what was going on with that. So, hopefully it's nothing serious. Wizards lose it out of bounds. Pistons are going to get it back here. 4:45 left to play in the third quarter. Good defense from B-ball Paul Reed. Yeah, that was last touch by Vukovic. Good call from the ref there. Good defense from B-ball Paul. Wow, now they're going to say it's Wizards basketball. It looked like it was last touch from the Wizards there. Wow. Vukovic wins his case. Underneath here, stolen away by Ron Holland. Holland upside to B-ball Paul. Run the floor here. B-ball Paul gets whacked in the face. Underneath, he's going to go to the free throw line. Good take from B-ball Paul underneath. 82-70 basketball game. 4:34 left to play in the third quarter. Wizards 82, Pistons 70. Paul Reed at the free throw line. First free throw on the way. It is up and in. I'm sorry, he misses the first free throw. Misses the first free throw. He does get the second free throw to fall, though. Yeah, Paul Reed knocks down the second free throw. So the Wizards get it back here. Approaching the end of the third quarter. Wizards 82, Pistons 71. 4:25 left to play in the third quarter. Wizards upside here, looking to score here on this possession. Pistons down by 11. Inside reverse layup is good from the Wizards on the fast break, 84-71. 4:08 left to play in the third quarter. K with the basketball in transition, drives to his left, blocked by the Wizards. Wizards get it back underneath here. They go on a little bit of a run. In transition here, poked away from Karis LeVert. Good defense from Karis. Javonte Green comes up with it. Green finds Ron Holland. He thought about a three. Finds Javonte Green, and he's out of bounds when he caught it. Javonte Green, he caught the basketball, and his heel was on the out of bounds. So, Pistons turn it over. Kind of a weird play right there. Good defensive play from Karis LeVert, and then they just kind of gave it up there. Wizards bury a three-pointer in transition immediately off of the inbound pass. 87-71. Pistons go down by 16 once again. Ron Holland finds Cade Cunningham on the left wing. Paul Reed sets a screen for Cade. Cade thought about a three. Finds Holland. He puts up a three. Off the mark, no good. Paul Reed's there for the rebound. Paul Reed, nobody's guarding him. He'll take a mid-range J. Off the mark, no good. Vukovic comes up with the board. 87-71, Wizards up by 16, 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Wizards get the, count the bucket and the foul for Vukovic. Paul Reed grabbed Vukovic inside, got called for a shooting foul. He knocks down the floater. 89-71, and the Wizards have an opportunity to go up by 19 with this made free throw. Wow. Pistons were a 15-point favorite in this game. Vukovic at the free throw line. Free throw is good. 19-point game. Wizards 90, Pistons 71. No Tobias Harris, no Jalen Duren. Two starters basically out. 3:05 left to play in the third quarter. Karis LeVert finds Paul Reed underneath. Paul Reed slams it home. 17-point game. Again, if you're down, the goal is to get it down to 10. 2:55 left to play in the first half. Wizards have it on the right wing here. Vukovic working against Ron Holland. Ball is deflected out of bounds against Vukovic. They're going to say it's Pistons basketball as we call a timeout here. Pistons have used their third timeout. Both teams still have 4 left as we head into the next commercial break. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. I did not really expect the start of this game. Pistons made it interesting. They cut it back down to 4, I believe, when you got into the halftime break. And then the Wizards go on a little bit of a run here to start the third, and all of a sudden you're down 17. So Hopefully the Pistons can come back here and make this an interesting game. Pistons are in a timeout. What's up, Dina? Give you guys some stats here right now. Champagne still leading the way for the Wizards. He's got 14 points. Sarr, Carrington both have 12. Vukovic has 11 off the bench. Wizards are shooting 45% from 3 right now. Pistons, 19%. That's a big difference. Yeah, I mean, when you shoot close to 50% from 3, that's hard to keep up with any team in the NBA right now. So, credit to the Wizards. We'll see if the Pistons can make this a game here. Again, if you guys remember, Detroit won the first matchup against these two teams. That was when Jenkins knocked down that 3 from the corner to go to overtime. That was a couple months ago. So we'll see if they can get it back in their groove once again here. Appreciate you guys will stop in. What's going on? Lava, how we doing? Pistons down 17. Commercial break underway. We're going to see if we get Kevin Huerter to check into this game or not. Again, no Jalen Duren, so JD Bickerstaff is going to have to get creative with his lineups down the stretch here. Pistons on the floor. You got Reed, Holland, Green, LeVert, and Sasser. Wizards have Gill, Vukovic, Cooper, Watkins, and Riley. Wendell Moore has checked into the game here for the Pistons. Haven't seen his name in a while, so Wendell Moore steps on the floor for the Pistons. Again, when you're down Tobias Harris and Jalen Duren, you're going to need some big bodies out there. All right, so we're back from commercial break here. See if the Pistons bench can get it together here to try and make this a competitive game. 2:40 left to play in the God bless it, third quarter. Holy Moses. Language. Karis LeVert outside here to Sasser. Sasser pulls from 3. He buries it. J-Moke, our boy, knocked down a 3. 90-76 basketball game. Big time shot from Sasser. 2:22 left to play in the third quarter. Wizards have it at the top of the key. Back outside here to Vukovic. Vukovic trying to direct traffic. Finds Riley. Right-handed layup is good. 92-76 basketball game. 2:07 left to play here. Karis LeVert with the basketball. Had it poked away from the Wizards. He's going to stay here with the Pistons. 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. 92-76. Pistons down by 16. You got Coulibaly check into the game here for Riley. LeVert looking to inbound this pass for the Pistons underneath the basket. LeVert finds Javonte Green outside to Marcus Sasser. Paul Reed sets the screen for Sasser, rolls off it, finds Karis LeVert. He pulls up from 3, in and out, no good. Tough miss from LeVert. It's going to go the other way. It's going to be Wizards basketball. Wizards 92, Pistons 76. 1:50 left to play in the third quarter here. Sasser defending the Wizards here at the top of the key. Wizards looking to drive to the paint inside left. Handed layup is kicked back out to Vukovic. Vukovic tries a mid-range J, boarded by Sasser. Pistons back the other way here. Seen some interesting lineups here in the second half from JD Bickerstaff. Karis LeVert on the right wing here, drives to his right, puts up a tough shot. He knocks it in. 14-point game, 92-78 basketball game. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter. Wizards have it. Coulibaly on the left wing. Stolen away by Javonte Green. Javonte Green coast to coast. Nobody's there. Slams it home. 12-point basketball game. 1 minute left to play in the third quarter. Pistons with a little bit of momentum. Sasser working against the Wizards at the top of the key. Pistons going on a 9-2 run. Under 1 minute left to play in the third quarter. Wizards have it at the top of the key here, looking to make something happen. Cooper with the basketball, working against Wendell Moore. Kicks it back outside here for 3. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Paul Reed. Here come the Pistons. Wendell Moore with the basketball, drives to his right, inside here, draws the foul, and Wendell Moore is going to go to the free throw line. What's up, Super Morty? How you doing, buddy? 32 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Wendell Moore draws the foul, so he's going to the free throw line. Try and make this a 10-point game. Pistons bench loves it. Getting back into this game. Wendell Moore knocks down the first free throw. Yeah, Dennis Jenkins is not checked into this game. It was weird because Pistons are still trying to negotiate a contract with Jenkins, and they're kind of over the roster spot right now because they have Saric. I would imagine Saric gets waived soon. He knocks down both free throws, but yeah, Dennis Jenkins is not checked into this game. I don't know if he was listed out tonight or not. I have to check the injury report or for that. So Wizards have it, top of the key here. Coulibaly with the basketball, working against Javonte Green. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Riley sets the screen, rolls off it. Sasser defending the Wizards on the right wing here. Stolen away by Javonte Green. Sasser up ahead here to Wendell Moore for the right-handed layup. It is good. We have an 8-point basketball game. 7 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Riley with the basketball. Wizards for 3 at the buzzer. He hits it. What a shot for the Wizards there. 95-84. Wendell Moore upside to Sasser. He pulls from half court at the buzzer. Way off the mark. What a shot from the Wizards right there. Cooper knocks down a tough 3. Puts it back up to 11. Momentum killer for that. We got the fourth quarter coming up here. He was assigned to the G League today. Interesting. Yeah, so it's probably because of the whole trade deadline going on still and still trying to get contracts figured out and situated. It's really weird because, like, some teams, even after the deadline's over with, they're still over the max roster. So they have to, like, make waves or do some... It's a little bizarre. And you fully get a full roster going by, like, the week after the deadline's over with because there's still some business things they have to take care of. So we got a commercial break on tap here. Wizards up by 11. Pistons made it a little bit interesting. That 3, that kills the Pistons, though. I mean, they were looking pretty solid. Cooper makes a tough 3 there, so... Yeah, Duren is not coming back. According to my sources, the chat, he has a knee soreness, so... We're going with that. Wizards up by 11. Again, they're shooting the ball really well tonight from the three-point line. 45% for Washington. Champagne's still leading the way. He's got 14 points. Sarr with 12. Carrington with 12. You got Vukovic and Riley with 11 off the bench, as well as Cooper. Kay's got 19 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He does have 5 turnovers, though. Stewart and Duren both have 4. Not really offensively productive tonight for the Pistons. Duncan's got 14. Sasser's got 5 off the bench. LeVert. So, we'll see what JD Bickerstaff does here to start this fourth quarter. So we are back from commercial break, start of the fourth quarter. Pistons down by 11. Yeah, Frank, we were talking about that, how it was like a competitive game through and through a couple months ago, and that's when Dennis Jenkins hit like corner 3 to go to overtime, and the Pistons ended up winning that game. Wizards do play hard against the Pistons, though. All right, 95-84 basketball game. Pistons down by 11. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. It's free. It helps out the shows. Welcome to the party. We still got the back-to-back. We got the Knicks tomorrow night. So I'll be on the call for that. That'll be a good basketball game as well. Pistons looking to defend the Wizards here to start the fourth quarter. On the floor for the Wizards, you got Coulibaly, Gale, Cooper, Watkins, and Riley. Pistons trying to fight off Washington here. Wizards with the basketball. Back outside for 3. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Paul Reed. Karis LeVert has it for the Pistons. LeVert trying to go in fast pace here. Drives all the way to the basket. Turnaround right-handed floater is off the mark, no good. Paul Reed with the rebound. Kicks it back outside to Karis LeVert. LeVert trying to find the open man. Finds Javonte Green on the seat of his pants. Off the mark, he gets the rebound. outside of Paul Reed, Karis LeVert had to dive like 3 times for the basketball on that possession just to save it for the Pistons. They're going to call a foul on the Wizards. 95-84 basketball game. 11:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons down by 11. That's a big possession here. Wendell Moore inbounds here to Karis LeVert. LeVert has it at the top of the key. Cade looking to ask for it. Cade with the basketball inside here. Turnaround jump shot is good. Motorcade puts it in. 95-86 basketball game. Hey, Mom. 11:09 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards have it on the right wing here. You got Gill has it for the Wizards. Back outside here to Cooper. Cooper looking to direct traffic on the left wing here. Riley has it for the Wizards. Looking to defend against B-ball Paul Reed. Goes to his left. Left-handed layup is good. Tough shot from Riley. 11-point game. 10:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards 97, Pistons 86. Paul Reed sets the screen for Cade. Rolls off it. Cade finds Paul Reed again inside here. Paul Reed going to work. Left-handed layup is good. How about B-ball Paul Reed underneath? 10:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. Paul Reed is so efficient when his number's called for the Pistons. In the very little minutes he plays, he's one of my favorite Pistons. Wizards put up a dynamite dunk. Wow. Shout out to George Blaha for that. 99-88 basketball game. Nice find underneath. Cade in transition. Count the bucket and the foul for the Pistons. And Cade putting the team on his back. He's going to the free throw line to make this an 8-point basketball game. 99-90, Cade in transition on the fast break. Wizards had a dynamite dunk, and Cade goes coast to coast, and he said, listen, I'm going to answer this very nicely, and I'm going to try and put my team back down by 8 here. So Paul Reed checks out. 10-11 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade at the free throw line. Cade's got 23 points for the Pistons. 10-11 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade at the free throw line. Free throw on the way to make it an 8-point game. He misses the free throw. Love Cade to death, but free throws have been such an issue for him this season. I don't understand why. Wizards at the top of the key here, working against Isaiah Stewart. Finds Riley inside here, misses the layup, puts it back up and in, though. 101-90 basketball game. 101-90, that's a good question, Colin. What's up, Hal? How you doing? Cade with the basketball on the left wing here, trying to back down the Wizards. Cade trying to direct traffic here. Still inside the paint. Cade kicks it back out to Asar, finds Devontae Green. He pulls up from 3. He buries it. Back to an 8-point basketball game. 9:28 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards 101, Pistons 93. Wizards have it, top of the key. Gill looking to direct traffic. Finds Coulibaly. Back outside to Gill. Wide open for 3 on the left wing. Off the mark, no good. Wendell Moore comes up with the rebound. Wendell Moore with the basketball in transition for the Pistons. Trying to get it underneath to Isaiah Stewart. He's going to get called for a foul underneath. Good find from the Pistons there, trying to get it down on the block for Isaiah Stewart. Devontae Green helps us out. 8-point game. 9:06 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wendell Moore, solid minutes tonight. He checks off for the bench for the Pistons. Asar Thompson at the top of the key. Finds Cade. Cade on the right post. Working inside here. Cade Cunningham backs down the Wizards. Turnaround jump shot is good. Motorcade putting the Pistons on his back. It's a 6-point game. 8:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade's got 25, 7, and 6. Wizards have it. Top of the key here. Finds Riley. Inside. Left-handed layup is blocked by Asar Thompson. Cade in transition going coast to coast. He gets wrapped by the Wizards. Cade had a little bit of a stare down from the Wizards. A hard foul from the Wizards there. Cade didn't appreciate it. Gill almost literally put Cade almost in a headlock as he was going in transition. Everybody cooled their tempers, though. It kind of got a little heated for a couple seconds there. Gill's just trying to stop Cade Cunningham, but he literally put his whole arms around Cade in transition. Cade didn't really appreciate that. So it's going to be a stoppage in play. Pistons basketball on the floor there. I don't blame Cade for that. I mean, he literally bear hugged Cade in transition. Gil, that was a dirty foul, I think. 101-96. Cade knocks down the free throw. Cade looking to make this a 4-point game. Cade, free throw on the way is good. He knocks down both free throws. Ladies and gents, we got a 4-point game. Wizards 101, Pistons 97. Like and subscribe. It's free. It helps out my self-esteem. 8:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards have it at the top of the key here. Watkins gives it up to Coulibaly. Working against Duncan Robinson. Some of their starters are back out there for both teams. Outside to Riley. Riley pulls up from 3. He knocks it in. Tough shot from Riley. 7-point game. 104-97. 8 minutes left to play in regulation. Cade with the basketball. Stops on a dime. Mid-range J is off the mark. Javonte Green's for the rebound. Count. Oh my gosh. He almost count the bucket and the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line. Good board from Javonte Green underneath here. It looked like that ball was falling down in the cylinder of the basket, and it rolled out the last second. Javonte Green's going to go to the free throw line, though. You might consider Javonte Green your best free throw shooter here. Let's see if Javonte Green can knock down these free throws. Green at the free throw line. Misses the first free throw. Shut up, Carson. You just jinxed him. 104-97. 8:05 left to play in the fourth quarter. Javonte Green trying to knock down the second free throw to make this a 6-point game. Javonte Green, free throw on the way is good. All right, it's a 6-point game. Wizards 104, Pistons 98. I didn't think it was going to come down to this, but here we go. Wizards at the top of the key. Gil has it, finds Riley at the top of the key, working against Javonte Green. Riley inside, poked away by Cade. Gil gets it back, puts it up and in. 106-98. 8-point basketball game. 7:45 left to play in regulation. Cade has it at the top of the key. Asar Thompson sets the screen. Cade rolls off it. Cross-court pass to Duncan for 3 from the corner. Off the mark. You got to hit that shot, Duncan. 7:30 left to play in regulation. Wizards take a timeout. That would have been a big-time 3 for Duncan right there. He can't get it to go. All right, so you got 7:30 left to play in the basketball game. Wizards up by 8. Duncan was wide open in the corner. Cade beautifully found him in transition, and Duncan misses it. So, you got a commercial break underway. A lot of time left. Wizards looking good, though, down the stretch against the Pistons. Pistons are without Tobias. They had Jalen Duren in the first half. Duren got injured, though, so hopefully it's nothing serious for Jalen Duren. According to reports, it was knee soreness, so hopefully he'll be back tomorrow for the Knicks game tomorrow night. I'll be calling that game once again, guys, so tune into that. It'll be a good one tomorrow. Wizards 106, Pistons 98. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. What do you guys think about the Jaden Ivey trade? We got some new viewers in here, so we got a poll at the top of the chat. Who you guys think? You like the Jaden Ivey trade, yes or no? Right now it's 41% yes, 59% no. So it's kind of leaning more towards no. I mean, again, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But you got to believe in Trajan Langdon. Kevin Huerter's going to help us out down the stretch. And I know there's going to be people that are going to constantly, throughout the entire rest of the season, bring up Jaden Ivey, and you can keep doing that or you can move on. So stop living in the past, and you got to ride with the people that are on this team. Wish Ivey the best, though. I like Jaden Ivey a lot as a player. Just didn't really work out for him with the Pistons, unfortunately. Wizards 106, Pistons 98 in a commercial break. There's 7:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. We'll see what JB Bickerstaff does here out of this Wizards timeout. You have, it looks like Coulibaly, Gill, Cooper, Watkins, Riley on the floor for the Wizards. Pistons have Duncan, Stewart, Cade, Asar, and Javonte Green on the floor right now for the Pistons. A similar spot the last time these two teams played. The Pistons were down in the fourth quarter. Dennis Jenkins hit that big-time 3 to go to overtime. It's very ironic and almost deja vu-ish how it's a similar result how the last matchup is panning out into this game tonight. 106-98 basketball game. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Wizards up by 8 here. If you guys are new to the stream, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. K leading the way for the Pistons here. You got 27.7 boards, 7 assists. Wizards on the fast break here. Duncan Robinson looking to fight off Coulibaly. At the top of the key here. Drives to his left. Back outside here. Coulibaly working against Duncan. Fights off Ron Holland. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it out here to the Wizards for 3. Off the mark, no good. Cade with the rebound. Cade up the floor here to Duncan Robinson on the left wing. Duncan with the basketball. Back outside to Cade. Cade has it outside to Duncan. Thought about a 3. Back outside to Cade again. Cade drives to his right. Inside here. Cade turnaround jump shot is no good. He does get fouled though, and Cade's going to go to the free throw line. Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Welcome to the show. Pistons fans, Wizards fans. Wizards and Pistons fans. 6:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade at the free throw line. Free throw on the way is good. Pistons are in the bonus. Don't know what my camera's doing tonight. It has a mind of its own. Sometimes it'll like randomly put me over here. I don't know what is going on with this webcam that I have. Cade's second free throw is off the mark, no good. 6:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons down by 7. For whatever reason, Cade cannot make consecutive free throws. Asar on ball against Coulibaly at the top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 6:30 left to play here. Vukovic at the top of the key pulls up a 3 and he buries it. Tough shot for Vukovic. 109-99. 6:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. Asar Thompson at the top of the key, working to drive inside the paint, finds Duncan Robinson for 3. Off the mark, no good. It's going to be a foul away from the basketball. Are they going to call that on Washington or Detroit? They're going to call it on Detroit. It looked like Isaiah Stewart. 6:18 left to play in the fourth quarter. No Tobias Harris, no Jalen Duren. Shout out to the Wizards. They came to play. Honestly, I did not expect this whatsoever. 6:18 left to play in regulation. Wizards 109, Pistons 99. What's up, MSU? How you doing, buddy? Can't believe we lost to Minnesota last night, man. Izzo's got to get it together. 6:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. Riley with the basketball back outside to Coulibaly. On the left wing here, Cade trying to disrupt Watkins. Back outside to Riley. He pulls up from 3 over Asar. Off the mark, no good. Cade with the rebound. 5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. 5:50, give or take. Cade with the basketball in transition. New possession for the Pistons. Finds Asar underneath here. Puts up a layup up and in. 109-101. 5:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons down by 8 against the Washington Wizards. Coulibaly at the top of the key working against Duncan Robinson. Drives to his right, puts up a... He tried to throw it down. Shot is off the mark. They're going to say it's going to be Wizards basketball underneath here. 8-point basketball game. Pistons have 4 timeouts. Wizards have 3 timeouts, I believe, I want to say. Yeah. All right. Big possession here down the stretch with about 5 minutes left to play in regulation. Wizards wide open for 3. Shot is off the mark, no good. Boarded by Asar Thompson. Pistons in transition with 5:10 left to play in the fourth quarter. Asar Thompson with the basketball. Finds Paul Reed, top of the key, working to Duncan Robinson. Duncan finds Ron Holland. He drives baseline. Holland puts up a layup up and in. Good shot from Ron Holland underneath here. He's fired up. 109-103. Holland's got 11 points and 10 boards. How about Ron Holland tonight? Wizards at the top of the key here. Finds Coulibaly. Wide open for 3. Off the mark, no good. Boarded by Paul Reed. It's going to be... Good Lord. Paul Reed had to dive and save for it. Wizards come back for it, though. It's Wizards basketball again. 4:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards pull up from 3, buries it. Tough shot from Washington. 4:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. That's Cooper knocking down the 3, a 9-point basketball game. Wizards have been on fire from the 3-point line in this game. Holland with the basketball, drives to his left inside here. Holland kicks it back out to Duncan. He pulls up from 3. You absolutely need it. Count the bucket and the foul for Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson buries a 3 at the top of the key. He's going to try and complete the 4-point play. Absolutely huge shot from Duncan Robinson there. Wizards foul Duncan. He buries it all net, and Duncan's going to try and make this a 5-point game. 4:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards 112, Pistons 106. Are they looking at this? No. Okay, so Duncan is at the free throw line. Shot is good. He's at the free throw line trying to complete the 4-point play here. Duncan Robinson at the free throw line. Duncan, free throw on the way, is up and in. 112-107. Wizards respond immediately back the other way. They put up a driving layup. 114-107. Sasser now has it with the Pistons basketball. Back outside to Paul Reed. Finds Duncan Robinson on the right wing. Thought about a 3. Sasser pulls from the corner. He buries it. Tough shot from Marcus Sasser. Huge 3 from the corner. 3:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. How about Marcus Sasser? Play him more minutes, JB. Wizards at the top of the key here. Gill has it for the Wizards on the left wing here. Back upside to Cooper. Cooper working against Sasser on the right wing. Cooper with the basketball. Finds Gill. Nearly poked away from Asar Thompson. It's going to be out of bounds. Wizards are going to have with about 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Great find from Duncan Robinson. Sasser was ready to catch and shoot it. Puts it in. 4-point basketball game. Cade checks back into the game for the Pistons. Ron Holland checks out. 3:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards 114, Pistons 110. If you guys are new, like and subscribe. It's free. It helps my self-esteem. 5 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter on the shot clock. Wizards have to put up a tough 3. I can't believe he just made that. Wizards have to put up a desperation 3. Coulibaly at the shot clock expires. He puts it in from the parking lot. Cade working inside here. Mid-range J for Cade. Off the mark, no good. Wizards regain possession. Wizards have knocked down every single 3 tonight. They're over 40% from the 3-point line from the Wizards in this game. 2:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Duncan trying to fight off Riley at the top of the key. Riley goes to his right, inside, spin around, tough shot is good. Count the bucket for Riley. It's back to a 9-point game. 2:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons are in the bonus. Pistons need a basket here. Cade back outside of Duncan. He pulls up from 3. Off the mark, no good. Asar with the rebound, puts it back up and in. 119-112 basketball game. 2:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons need a stop here. Wizards, every chance they respond. They have knocked down 3 after 3 after 3 in the fourth quarter here. Riley trying to back down Sasser. Reverse layup is good underneath from the Wizards. 121-112. Cooper's having himself a fourth quarter. Every shot is falling right now for Washington. 121-112. Duncan pulls up from 3. No good. Off the mark. He wanted a foul. No good. And Asar Thompson pokes Riley in the eye. Man, 1:53 left to play in the fourth quarter. You got a Pistons timeout coming up here. Time's running out for Detroit. Wizards up by 9 over the Pistons. I mean, every single 3-point shot is falling in the fourth quarter for the Wizards right now. They are shooting 44% from the 3-point line in this game. You got you got Riley with 20 off the bench, Cooper with 18, Vukovic with 14. You got a ton of offensive production from this Wizards team tonight against the Pistons. Cade, 28 points, 8 boards, 8 assists. Not much from Stewart or Duren tonight. Duncan's got 18. Asar has 13. Sasser and Green have 8 off the bench. Holland's got 11. 121-112 basketball game. We got a commercial break right now, guys. Pistons are in a timeout right now. So time's running out. You got a minute 53 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons have the Knicks tomorrow night. I'll be calling that game as well, guys, so feel free to tune into that. Talk of the town, Jaden Ivey, no longer a part of this Pistons team. A lot of mixed reactions. Let's see the poll right now. 178. You got 40% yes of the fan of the Jaden Ivey trade, 60% no. So if you haven't voted in that, go vote. Like I said, I'm kind of split in the middle right now with it. We'll have to see what happens with what Herder does for the Pistons down the stretch here. Trajan talking to Jenkins, hopefully. Yeah, Jenkins still, he's had weird contract negotiations because he was originally assigned to the G League. He worked his way up to the Pistons roster. He's been playing very solid as a backup point guard to Cade. And again, the Pistons right now are kind of like dealing with their roster limit because they acquired Saric, a part of that trade as well. So don't know if he's going to be on the team, if he's going to be waived. Still going to wait and see what happens for that. But Pistons need a score here off this possession. Time's running out for the Pistons. But again, credit to the Wizards. They have led pretty much this entire game. I mean, you got multiple production from multiple players on this Wizards team. Minus AD, minus Russell, minus Trae Young. We'll see what happens next year for the Wizards. But, I mean, those three alone with Sar, they might make some noise next year. Coming back from commercial break here. Pistons down by 9. Wizards shooting the ball very nice tonight. Wizards off the inbound pass here. Finds Riley working against Asar Thompson on the fast break in transition. Upside to Coulibaly. Working against Asar Thompson. A minute 45 left to play in the fourth quarter. This could be the dagger for Washington if they score here. Wizards on the right wing here. Coulibaly stolen away by Sasser. Upside to Cade. Cade in transition. He pulls up from 3. He buries it. They're going to call it a long 2. His foot was on the line. Long 2 for Cade Cunningham. 121-114. Man, if he was a half an inch behind the 3-point line. Poked away from Asar Thompson. 7-point game. A minute 27 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards 121. Pistons 114. Former Spartan laying up in the Motor City, Jaden Akins. That'd be cool if he got called up. It's hard to get called up in the NBA. You have to have, like, serious injuries. Wizards pull up. Mid-range J is good. They are making every shot against this Pistons team. 123-114. Sasser has it for the Pistons. He pulls up from 3. Off the mark, no good. That might be the dagger. Nail in the coffin for the Wizards. In transition, fast break here. Layup is off the mark, no good. Wizards back it out here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Riley has it against LeVert. Riley drives to his right. Layup is off the mark. He does get fouled, and Riley's going to go to the free throw line. Not enough time left for the Pistons here. Washington 123, Pistons 114, under a minute left to play in the fourth quarter. Riley, free throw on the way, is off the mark. We got Pistons and Knicks tomorrow night, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Shout out to the Wizards fans, Pistons fans. We got people that are tuning in here for the first time, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Fans are starting to exit for the seats. Riley misses both free throws, and they get the offensive rebound. That's nice. Wizards upside here. Shot is no good underneath. They put it back up and in. Somebody box out. That'd be nice. 125-114. Cade in transition. 50 seconds left in the game. Sasser finds Duncan. He pulls up from 3. He knocks it in. 8-point basketball game. 44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Wizards have it. Cade nearly swiped it away. They're going to call a foul on Cade. 41 seconds left to play in regulation. Now looking good for the Pistons. Wizards came to play. Pistons were a 15.5-point favorite before tip-off. Heading into this game, Pistons are going to have to regroup down the stretch as we get ready for New York coming tomorrow on the back-to-back. 126-117. Wizards knock down the free throw. Missed the second free throw. Cade looking to push it up the floor here. Cade with the basketball in transition, drives to his right. Layup is off the mark. Wizards regain it back here. 30 seconds left. Pistons are not going to try. Wizards up the floor here. 25 seconds. They're not going to foul. I think this is game. Yep. 126, 117 final. Wizards win by 9 points over the Pistons. 15.5-point favorite. Like I said, anything can happen in the NBA. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Like and subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Pistons and Knicks. Be here to be square. Love you all. God bless. I'm your host, Carson, and we will see you all tomorrow night. Adios, amigos. See ya.